Get your official Doxby Films merchandise only at doxbyfilms.etsy.com. doxbyfilms.etsy.com. Shop now and support what we do. Or join us on Patreon to get early access, uncensored content, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, and more. Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. You can also send us a tip with a message, and we'll read it out loud and respond to it on the Doxbywood podcast. Tip us at buymeacoffee.com/DoxbyFilms or on Cash App at DoxbyFilms1.
Get up off your seat and shake your ass. This is the Doxbywood podcast.
Man, this is the first episode we've actually recorded in a while.
Yeah, a little industry secret. Our shit is pre-recorded.
Yeah.
We record a bunch of shit and then slow release it like a Tylenol when you're pregnant. We were giving your kids autism.
That's why in our videos we often wear the same outfits, because we film like 4 videos, 5 videos a day.
It's also why my facial hair changes randomly.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of does that in real life, but not that rapidly.
Yeah. We put out the tattoo tour recently, and you were talking about tattoos you've had for a while, and then we put out a podcast. Actually, it's not out yet publicly, but it's on Patreon.
It'll be out by the time this is out.
Yeah. It's on Patreon, patreon.com/DoxbyFilms if you want to sign up for a membership. But on that podcast, we were talking about your tattoos like they just happened. The no spider webs and the Willie Nelson sucks.
Yeah, really funny that. Because those podcasts are from last year.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that.
Yeah. We've done quite a bit since we recorded.
We're gonna actually date this one. It is currently May 5th, 2026. Which, like, a lot has changed since the last time we've done a podcast. Like, if you go back and listen to our podcasts, I'm like a wife guy. I'm like all the time talking.
A white guy.
Well, I've always been a white guy, but I was always like a wife guy. Like, I was always talking about my old lady. We were together for 5 years of my life. We got together. I was 22. We were together. And we were together for fucking 5 years, engaged for a little over a year. And, went through thick and thin. We are no longer together. She has moved on to greener pastures. So that's like a big change. I'm like single now. And let me tell you, like, when you're pushing 30 and you've been in like long-term relationships, because I was in a long-term relationship with, a couple people, like, basically from the time that I was, like 19, I've been in like long-term relationships that end, and then I moved on pretty quick. Probably because at the time period that I was doing that, I was like really skinny and looked gay. And if there's anything I've learned in life, is the easiest way to get a woman is to be really skinny and look gay. But now I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, because
I had an easier time with women when I was skinny and looked gay.
Yeah, it's the fucking cheat code. When I was like 230, which when you're 6'8" is sickly skinny, and had fucking like pink hair and let women do my makeup, I was like drowning in it. But
I mean, I'm about 150 now, but when I was a teenager, I was like 125.
Yeah.
And in my early 20s.
My skeleton probably weighs 150.
My skeleton's probably more attractive than I am.
Skeletons are pretty attractive, dude. Have you did you see that garlic?
I've seen Anya Taylor-Joy.
Did you see that sticker on that car today? It was a skeleton and said garlic bread, and that was hot as
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, but like, it's so fucking bizarre now to be like pushing 30. I'm a single dad and like back in the dating game. Because I realized I never dated. Like, my whole life, I was just like, it was either like, we gon' or it was like I moved directly into a long-term relationship. Because like me and talked for like 2 weeks about going on a date, and then I moved in with her. Fucking, you know, and like my daughter's mom, I've known her for almost fucking 2 decades. We didn't really have like a getting to know each other phase. We kind of like jumped right into that. But now I'm single, at a time period where I'm like fat, losing weight, but fat. I've lost almost 60 pounds in the past 4 months. I'm really proud of myself for that. I'm like trying to get down to like 280 from being 375 is fucking interesting. But it's fucking weird now because like I'm a fat, balding, single dad, and I'm in the dating game, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like it used to be, I was just like, I looked skinny and gay and smoked cigarettes, and so women like just kind of like came to me. Now I don't know what to do. The other day I had a woman who worked for FedEx come in and start flirting with me heavy, and like I still have that mindset of being in a relationship where I'm like, hey now, don't do that. But then I was like, wait a minute, I'm single. So I took her number and like I tried to flirt with her, and I got Tinder back, and fucking on Tinder, I made a few matches, and the girls that like I was talking to, I just ghosted them. Because I realized like I don't want you. I want a woman that doesn't want me. So like I'm off it. But that's what I want to fucking talk about today. You're a single guy. Correct?
Yeah.
I'm a single guy now.
He's about to ask me out, folks.
I mean, we're both single, like, if we ignore the fact that we've been married for almost a decade. So we've been having our secret marriage for almost a decade. Married to the game.
Till death do us Doxby.
Till Doxby do us hard. What the fuck? But no, I want to talk a little bit about, being single in the fucking modern age, because, we both have some experiences and horror stories. But I have like a serious problem. You use the dating apps, right? We all have.
I have. I mean, I really haven't for a while. Yeah.
No, but you have.
Yeah, I'm familiar with. I know them well enough. Yeah.
It used to work for me, like 6-7 years ago. The kids, by the time this comes out, 6-7 won't be funny to the kids anymore. Thank God. But we don't want like timestamps in the comments. But like, but what the fuck, dude? Despite our marriage, we are straight men, and I want to take time to talk about like the experience of trying to date. What is it with like did you experience on Tinder that like all of the women are super fucking cookie cutter and sloganized? Do you know how many fucking white women I passed on
They
Tinder?
all love The Office.
Yeah,
The
that's
Office
what
is their
I'm
favorite
talking
show.
about.
The Office is their favorite show, and they all say, don't just message me and say, hey.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to say? Like, I don't know you.
Yeah. But it's like,
hit me with your best pickup line.
It's always
no.
like, yeah, my best pickup line. Hi, we're both lonely, or we wouldn't be here. But like, all the girls are all like, I just want a guy that I can watch The Office with and eat tacos. And I'm not swiping for you. I'm swiping for your doggy. Like that shit, dude. All the fucking pupper doggo talk and The Office shit and the tacos. Why do they all fucking want tacos, man? It's like they're being.
That's what I'm there for.
They're being pumped out of the white lady lab. Like Eli Lilly's just pumping out fucking cookie cutter fucking T1000 in liquid metal white girls.
Yes, Stepford Wives.
And then like you'll get like another slogan I see so often. I don't know if you did this. It drives me fucking insane, dude. Because like I can't tell you how many times I saw thick thighs and pretty eyes. That slogan makes me vibrantly angry because it's like, shut the fuck up. No one wants to see your like Pinterest mom t-shirt slogan. Stop it. Get some help. That'd be like me being like fucking bald head, basically dead. Like fucking
You might as well have live, laugh, love in your bio.
yeah, dude. I don't know. It's so dating has become like sloganized and it's like a slop fest. Um and then I see like a lot of political shit in bios where it's like, do not swipe with me if you're a Republican. And then it's like, don't swipe on me if you aren't a Republican. And I'm like, what do I need to make my bio? Don't swipe with me if you support Israel. Like, if I did that, they'd be like, ew, got the ick, red flag. And I don't know, dude.
My Tinder bio says, I don't fuck with the proletariat.
Yeah, fucking, what the fuck?
No.
I see the most insane shit. Like these chicks being like,
I don't have a Tinder bio. I don't have a Tinder, just so everyone
this
knows.
chick was like, if you see Brandon Towns on a Tinder, it's not him, it's me trying to get laid using his images. Because in the past, you know, before my 5-year relationship, I did sleep with someone who, after we were done, immediately asked me if you were single. Shout out you, you're probably listening.
And asked what, like where I work, where I live.
Which I told her that
The wrong answers.
Yeah, I told her that you were into men and worked at Pizza Hut. Because
I've got so many fake jobs because of you. I've worked at Pizza Hut. I've worked at an accounting firm.
Dude, I have like this criminal element idea that if I don't know somebody and they're asking me about like somebody I care about and they're all like, yo, where do they work? I'm like, oh yeah, you got to come up with a good one. Like, I don't want to like stroll up in the jaunt and turn you into Swiss cheese or anything.
Well, like with me, you kind of have to, because the people who ask you like about my whereabouts and whatnot are not asking for just normal reasons.
Yeah, right. But fucking Tinder, dude, it's so bizarre because like I've seen women that like they're like, I live in the gym. Do not swipe with me if you're not fucking hard body working out, pumping hard. I'm like, fucking okay, Kurt Angle. Fucking that's so bizarre to me because I don't understand it. Because I would feel like such a dick. Like that's like the female equivalent of a no fat chicks bumper sticker. It's so fucked, and I can't get into it. I also do not know how to talk to people. Like I'm so used to like learning everything about a person, you know, really quickly after I've had sex with them. So I'm like at a disadvantage. But like, what do you fucking talk to somebody about? The goddamn weather? Like, because they never want to go on a date. I had a girl that I was going to go on a date with Sunday, and hope to God she's not listening to this. But I invited her out to a very expensive steakhouse, and she's all like, "I couldn't possibly let you take me on a date somewhere that expensive. We could just go get Mexican food." And I'm like, "Oh God, okay." And then I was like, fine, we'll go get Mexican food. There's a good Mexican place right up the road from the aforementioned steakhouse. We'll go there. Because, like, where she lives and where I live, like, the central location is like 15 minutes from both of us. So I was like, we'll meet there because, you know, nobody wants picked up on their first date with somebody they don't know. Especially if you look like me, you know, make you a little nervous. And I understand that. I don't want to push boundaries. So I was like, you know, we'll meet there. And then I was like, hey, what time are you thinking for today? And she was all like, actually, I just found out I have a wedding to go to today. I'm like, no, you didn't. That's the oldest fucking lie in the book. The surprise wedding. That doesn't fucking
Just
happen.
found out I have to go to a wedding.
Yeah, that doesn't fucking happen. No one on earth is all like, oh, hey, you coming to my wedding today at 5 p.m.? The day of? No one fucking does that. You got your wedding invitation to a wedding 3 months in advance. I've invited you a year in advance to 2 weddings that never happened. But like nobody gets invited, like maybe the week of,
Yeah.
maybe if you're like, a tertiary guest,
Mm-hmm.
like outside of like the important people,
Mm-hmm.
you'll maybe a week. But no one's like, oh yeah, hey, there's a wedding today. Come down to my wedding today. You're like, oh, come the on. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. And I was born premature, but I'm not pre-fucking tardy. Like, what are you talking about? And okay, whatever. I get it. I'm too ugly for you. That's fine.
Dating's become bizarre because,
David Lynch is directing it.
yeah, but anymore, there's no incentive or desire to date as a way of investing into the future. Because, you think about dating. Dating is supposed to be so that you can find a life partner, have kids with, blah, 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 you
Yeah.
know? Uh,
That's what I do it for.
yeah. Well, nowadays, dating is completely narcissistic. You don't date because you want that. You date because, and I'm not saying you, I'm saying
Yeah,
in general,
yeah. No, I know what
everybody.
you mean.
But you date because you don't want to be lonely. You want to be in love, but you want that selfish love that's possessive and ego driven. That's what dating is.
It's kind of like
anymore.
being back in high school, where like
Yeah.
it feels like a status symbol to have a partner,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's all it is.
Yeah.
What happened to like being miserable with the person you loved for 50 years and then dying? That's a thing of the fucking past. Now it's all situationships and uh, AJ and Big Justice. I don't know, brother. It's so too, because I'm about to piss a lot of people off, right? The amount of women that are like, let's fucking smoke dabs together, and they're like, the third picture in their camera roll is them with a fucking bong. That shit gets under my bones. Cause like I hate weed. I'm gonna be real. I fucking hate weed. Like, have I done it? Yeah. Who the fuck hasn't done it? Who in the age range of like 50 to 19 today has not smoked weed? We've all fucking done it. My favorite type of weed was Adderall. But, I never got into the weed shit. And I hate the fucking smell. It gives me an instant fucking headache. And like, if you do weed, that's super fucking cool. Congratulations.
If you do weed.
If you're like,
If you're out here snorting weed.
if you're smoking
Injecting the marijuanas.
if you're smoking a J and fucking hitting the dabby rigger, fucking yeah, brother, hell yeah, good for you. That's super cool. But it is so fucking gay to advertise yourself by the drugs that you do. Stoners are so annoying. When you insult the stoner, they're like, everybody actually thinks to us stoners are burnt out losers, but it's actually alcoholics who are the losers. Alcoholics built America. Stoners built Woodstock. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's so obnoxious, because imagine that for any other drug. Imagine you're on Tinder and some bitch has a picture of her like flopped out with a needle in her arm. And she's like, if you're not fucking ripping the dog food, I don't want it. Like, imagine if when I was coked out, every picture of me was just like fucking razors on glass, and I'm like sitting there chewing air burgers. Like, if you're not fucking hitting the bag tonight, we're not doing shit tonight. Come on.
Yeah, every photo in your on your Tinder profile is something that I took, like a screenshot from that video where you were doing the fake cocaine.
Yeah.
That we never finished.
Or it's from that video of me when I was 19 doing real cocaine that I really hope does not still exist, because that video was bad.
If you find it, put a link in the comments, folks.
Yeah, if you fucking find it, we'll put it on Patreon if you find it. Yeah, for $10 a month, you can see a horrible video of me shirtless, wearing women's leather pants, coked out of my gourd, chewing air burgers, and trying to play Bomb Track by Rage Against the Machine on bass. It's a horrifying video. It's it looks like, especially because we recorded it on a phone from like 2010, it looks like straight up like something out of fucking an analog horror. It looks like a really dingy, like Resident Evil level, but about, drug abuse instead of body horror. Anyway. Fucking dating is so, like, fucked, brother. Like, everything's sloganized and like faction based. Like, you got the gym girlies, you've got the fucking weed girlies, you've got the office girlies, and then you've got this new breed of women that get under my skin. Welcome to two aging, balding guys with goatees shitting on women. That's going to be the whole jive of this. This is how people are going to take this. It's not that. I'm just a cynic. I'm very Bukowski-esque. That's my excuse for being a bad person. I'm very Bukowski-esque, actually.
Yeah, dude, I love Jeff Bridges.
But the big Bukowski.
the big Bukaki. I don't know why I thought that's what you were going to say.
Doxby Films in the big Bukaki. It's just that guy from that Get Ready With Me with his 94-inch fucking cock. But any fucking way, right? It's like, so for full disclosure, I am actually, like, despite being like a stereotypical like hardcore guy and years of having like pink dyed hair to get, laid, I have been like incredibly involved in like cowboying. Like, me, when we first met, I was wearing a Western shirt because I had just got done working on a farm.
Yeah.
Then I went to a graduation party. I've worked on ranches, in farms. I have broken horses, shoed horses. I have done it all. Ran the fences, built the fences, cowboyed out to a fucking T. And, there's a lot of people that have only ever seen me in cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. And then they'll be all like, yo, why aren't you cowboyed out right now? You switched up. And I'm like, that's a work uniform. Like, I'm not just going to like always wear that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I've got the history. I can rope and ride with the fucking best of them. And sometimes, I will whip out a bolo tie and a cowboy hat and pull up to the function. And then people are all like, thought you were a hardcore guy. Why are you switching up on us? I'm like, I'm not. I'm just a fucking real man with a set of nuts on me, And, people are all like, and they hear me listening to country music. Or, why is everybody into country these days? I'm like, there's pictures of me in like a George Strait t-shirt and a cowboy hat when I was 4 years old. Like, half of my family is from as far south in Kentucky you can go without falling into Tennessee, which who wouldn't want to do that? So like, I've got cowboy stripes that I earned. And I'll see chicks that are like, I only f with cowboys. I love cowboys. Only cowboys. And I'm sitting here like, I guarantee you, if I matched with you, which I wouldn't, because you would not match with me. But if we talked and you put me head to head next to the dude whose picture's like him in front of his truck with a straw cowboy hat on and an Ariat shirt, I know more than him. I just don't dress like that because that's kind of lame.
Those girls who say that probably also like aren't meaning cowboy. They're meaning an archetype, like a farm boy, country boy archetype, rather than
right.
Like they're not.
They don't mean the occupation of cowboy.
Yeah, and that's also stupid. Like, cowboy is a job. Cowboy is not an archetype.
Yeah, I'm looking for a fucking fireman archetype. I'm looking for a police archetype. I want a guy to beat me up.
Oh, I thought we were talking about David Lynch characters. You said fireman because we were talking about the cowboy, and then you said the fireman. I was about to say, I want an arm archetype.
Yeah, I want
a Special Agent Dale Cooper archetype.
I want a bro that's like, I need a Frank Booth archetype.
Dude, I want an Audrey Horne archetype.
The
things I would do to that archetype.
Yeah, dude. you know. But it's fucking hilarious to me because, like, look, I'm gonna be 100% dead ass. It is not comfortable to wear starch jeans and cowboy boots every fucking where you go. My feet are deformed from how long I wore cowboy boots. Like, I don't want to do that all the time. Newsflash, if I'm going to do a hardcore show in the pit, I'm not going to wear cowboy boots. It's just not going to fucking happen. I'm a bit of a day walker. You know? Like, this guy's fucking half cowboy, half retarded. You know? They're like, you got tattoos on your face. You're probably just a Post Malone poser cowboy. No, I'm not. I can rope and ride. I did the job.
There's
I
a
worked with the
short,
guys.
one of the shorts that we put out on our channel. I think it was the first Six Deep Cinema episode. I think it was a short of that because it was just you in the video. But someone commented and said, "Now they only say congratulations."
Damn. Yeah, I never get tired of those jokes. I had face tattoos before he did. But, like, that's the thing is, like, you know me. I mean, you know the type of work I've done, the people I fucking ran with. Like, fucking, shout out Cowboy Dan. Shout out fucking Sammy and Dylan. We were playing country music one night. I was playing banjo for them, and everybody like OD'd because they were given shit laced with fentanyl, and only me and another dude didn't. It was fucking horrifying. It was one of the last times I ever played live for more than like 3 people. Last time I played live, I'm about to sound really offensive. I played at the Attic and was harassed at this arcade and oddity shop by a very, like, more than likely, how do I put this respectfully, mentally deficient gentleman who kept insulting me and holding a sign above my head that said, "Please flush your shit," that was in the, like, box of signs for sale. And it took everything in me not to bludgeon him with my guitar. And then this other group of, like, inbred crazy people came in to play, like, the basketball arcade game. And he kept telling me to play uh, Kiss, but he wouldn't tell me to play the song. He just kept yelling at me, "I want to rock and roll all night. Play it." And he would just keep doing that. He'd sing that snippet of it and then go, "Play it."
He doesn't know any of the other
And I'm like,
lyrics to the song.
man, I used to be in a fucking hardcore punk band. I've played music, fucking folk and country and bluegrass and literally everything in so many different fucking venues. Now I'm to a point in my life, I'm playing on the floor of an arcade being harassed by people with the cumulative IQ of a bag of almonds. I was like, Jesus, man, this is where the dream dies. But, you know, but yeah, there's like chicks that are like, I need a cowboy. And by that, they mean they need a guy who looks like Alan Jackson if he was on meth. Then you got like the girls that are like, I want to watch The Office. And like, I would genuinely rather go to SHOT Show and rate a 12 gauge on mouthfeel than watch The Office. Just kidding.
Yeah, I really don't like The Office.
I hate The Office.
I mean, yeah, I really just don't care for The Office.
Yeah, that's terrible. Terrible television.
But I do like Parks and Rec.
I like parking and having sex, but what the? But no, and then it's like the chicks that are like, come smoke a weed with me. And then there's like the Zodiac folks. They're all like, what's your sign? I will not get with you because you're an Aries. As a Leo, I have to be with a Sagittarius in the Baja.
I was gonna say, who the f are you dating?
Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura.
I'm down in the Baja, looking at my rising sign. No fire signs need apply. I'm a Virgo.
Like, yeah, and I'm a Vigo. Give me top. Shut up. I don't get it. That's like, I'm not going to like be in the fucking bio of my Tinder being all like, if you're not Weatherly Catholic, I will not even talk to you. If you don't agree with my religious dogma, like, I don't know. It's like, why? I don't know. Like, clearly I'm not on Tinder to marry somebody. Like, yeah, it's just. I went to the bar. They finally lifted my ban, and I had this woman that was like grinding on me, and I was like standing there, like staring into my beer. I'm like, man, I hate this. This fucking sucks.
This isn't Jesse Ventura. This ain't the Baja.
This bitch is shaking her Baja all up on my penis. I don't know what to do.
No, it's like, this is fucking lame. Like, I miss like spontaneously meeting a woman and then like, forming a feral attraction to her that turns into a long-term relationship that ends badly because I'm bad at relationships. I miss that energy. I can't get into it, man. Can't get into all the fucking democracy and hoeing around. I just can't. Not anymore, man. I'm too old for this shit. Too old. I'm also getting to a point that I think I'm like too old to drink. Like a lot. I'm like super photosensitive. And for my sister's 16th birthday, I was invited to come bowling with them. And I was already buzzed. I got a bucket when I was there. I think I drank one beer for every year she was alive. And usually, like, me well enough to know 16 beers is usually not enough to make me ill. But like, all the fucking moving lights and the black lights started really fucking with me. So I went outside to puke and ended up like losing consciousness and laid beside my mom's car in a puddle of vomit.
Yeah.
At my sister's birthday. I felt horrible. Apologies again for that, sister. Sorry to ruin your sweet 16, but what a more memorative thing for you and your boyfriend to have forever. If you decide to go and get married in the future, I'm going to do the same thing at your wedding. Just for the love of the game. That way, no matter what you do, you should be happy. Because no matter what you do, you'll never be the embarrassment of mom's children. That will always be me. That'll always be me, man. But I was like, I'm going to let loose tonight. It's pretty bad. Like, you're to a point, like, I got a kid and a sales job. I'm getting old. So now I got to, like, plan when to let loose. I'm like, kids with their mom. I ain't working. I'm going to drink tonight. And then, like, end up totally fucked. I'm like, Jesus, man.
Since I haven't been drinking as much, I get like, I take it too far whenever I do way easy.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's been a while since I've drank. I could smash 16 beers on an empty stomach in a light show.
Yeah.
I won't fucking throw up and die.
Yeah.
But like, the worst thing about it was like, dude, and I'm sure you know this. Well, you probably don't, because how much younger is your sister than you?
Almost 5 years.
Right, so kind of. The older of my two younger sisters is 11 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So like, being there at her 16th birthday party fucked me up bad. I'm like, holy shit, my sister's getting old. I'm getting old. I'm going to be dead soon. I'm going to fucking die. Holy fuck. If I don't die, my sister's going to like keep growing up and get married and move away, and then I'll have no family left because my mom will die.
No, we're gonna live forever, dude.
No. And then I'm like, my
We're
mom.
never dying.
Then I started thinking like, my mom's gonna die. And then I was like, man, all these like, my sister used to live with me and my old lady, and now I'm not with my old lady, and like she should be there. And fucking, dude, that whole night fucked my head all up. World started closing in on me. And now I'm like, I need to quit drinking. Now I think I'm only going to drink for 6 Deep Cinema. And after I mow the yard.
We were gonna do an episode of 6 Deep Cinema, and then this forgot his beer.
We can always go back and get the beer.
We could.
I mean, I don't like, it's not like I live all the way out in BFE anymore.
Yeah, but like I have hand sanitizer here. Why would we?
You're right. 6 Deep Cinema. Vigo's totally lost it.
I have isopropyl alcohol.
He's drinking,
I have bug spray.
going full shoe nice on 6 Deep Cinema. You remember Shoe Nice?
No.
Oh.
What's shoe nice?
He was a YouTuber. I think he's from Ohio too. But he was I just touched the mic. God damn it. I need to start wearing t-shirts with pockets on them. Fucking Shoe Nice, he was a YouTuber. I think he's from Ohio. And like he would like chug isopropyl alcohol and vodka and eat 100 SpongeBob stickers in an alleyway.
Was he just the YouTuber that would eat anything?
I mean,
or is that someone else?
I mean, that's a lot of YouTubers. It was like LA Beast was the same way.
I don't know.
I've only thrown up from drinking like 5 times in my life. Maybe 6.
I get anxiety anymore.
What, anxious about the hangover, or the hangover makes you anxious?
No, like the next day, I'm just anxious for the entire day. Even if I'm not like technically hungover, I just have like anxiety the entire, like not even like having done anything stupid the night before.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I wake up and I like have to like pee real bad. And
Well, I do that
oh,
anyway.
my kidneys kind of hurt. I'm dehydrated. I need to drink water.
I slept for like 13 hours yesterday.
Here lately my sleep's been weird. Like, one of the best things about a breakup is like you get depressed, so you like walk around, aids in weight loss. You don't eat, aids in weight loss. And your sleep schedule gets really fucked, so then you're extra productive. I didn't sleep for like 4 days straight. I was real depressed. And then I went, and here lately, for some off reason, except for today, because I took a OTC sleeping pill last night. No matter when I've been going to sleep, I wake up at 5 a.m.
An off-the-cuff sleeping pill?
Over the counter. Yeah, I took it off my cuff.
I like off-the-cuff.
Yeah. I got a cuff link with a diphenhydramine in it.
You got it from me.
Dude, people with anxiety should get like one of those Soviet teeth.
What?
Those fake teeth that KGB guys had with a cyanide capsule in it so they could crack it open and then fucking die. What if you have like anxiety, so you have like a nerve pill in your fucking Soviet tooth, you just crack it open, you're like, oh, Xanax.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying people with anxiety
People with anxiety
should just commit suicide.
kill themselves at Cracker Barrel. One time I was in Cracker Barrel and a guy's 22 Derringer discharged in his pocket.
What?
And he didn't have it in like his pants pocket, like where it would normally be. He had it down in the cargo pocket of his cargo pants with like his keys and a bunch of other shit, and it went off. And that was really strange. I was like, they had just cut me off because I drank 6 Blue Moons and had some hash brown casserole, and then this guy's gun went off. And I was all like, oh no, active shooter. And I turned around, it's just like an old fat guy.
Man, I like Cracker Barrel. But my whole thing about Cracker Barrel, I don't mind it. It's like, it's mid. But, I can go for some Cracker Barrel every now and then. But my problem with Cracker Barrel is that it's just crowded. like you sit in there and it's like every table's just on top of each other. And
It's like a Jim Crow Applebee's.
yeah.
It's like
I'm trying to remember. There's some place I had breakfast in Tennessee that was kind of like Cracker Barrel, but it was like, I remember saying, this is what Cracker Barrel wishes it was.
My
You know
problem
what I
with
mean?
Cracker Barrel is like I think that it's like nursing home food. It's not very seasoned. Everything's kind of mushy.
Mm.
It's just not enjoyable. I like the hash brown casserole and sometimes the chicken and dumplings if they don't put too much chicken in it.
It's supposed to be like home style Southern type of food.
But it's unseasoned.
It just comes across as like processed.
It comes across as like if you had a guy from like
It's like saying, oh, Taco Bell's Mexican food.
well, no, not even like that. It's like if you had a Mormon travel to Kentucky one time and then start a restaurant. Because we all know that it's against the Mormon religion to use fucking spices. So where we live, there's a Mormon church, unfortunately. I like them more than Jehovah's Witnesses, but not by much.
Damn.
Submit to Rome.
I have
Anyhow,
a friend who's a JW.
that's gross.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I had a friend who was a JV football player. He quit, and I think he's like hooked on meth. But who around here isn't? You know, us and like Chuck, my mom. But
That's not your mom's name.
no, I said Chuck and my mom, not Chuck is my mom. Chuck is mother is right now. But
Chuck is mommy.
I remember these Mormon missionaries came to my apartment. I lived in like a shittier part of town. Like you remember, I had like 4 break-ins. They came to my apartment, and I was all like, "You Mormons are gonna get fucking beat up and robbed." And they're all like, "You know, we really don't know the way around town." I was like, "I'll show you around." I took these Mormons to Papa John's, and he looked at me dead in my fucking face and said he couldn't eat pepperoni pizza because it was too hot. I was like, "What do you mean too hot? Let it cool down." He was like, "No, it's spicy. The pepperoni's spicy." I was all like, "You deserve to be injured."
I could go for some pepperoni right now.
Same. Jehovah's Witnesses, on the other hand, when I see them, I just like harass them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, my thing, like, Mormons have their whole other like made up like Third Testament or whatever it even is. Like what is it called?
Mormons have their own like Bible.
Yeah, something like that. I don't
The
know.
Book
but,
of Mormon. It was like
yeah, but isn't that supposed to be like the Third Testament of the Bible or something? Like
I don't fucking I read it. I don't remember much of it. Magic underwear and shit. But
I've looked into it, but yeah, I don't know. At least Jehovah's Witnesses don't have that.
no, but Jehovah's Witnesses don't have windows in their church and commit a ton of rape. Allegedly. I'll say allegedly, so that way we don't get sued by the fucking Jehovah's retards.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
Most Jehovah's Witness women I know talked about.
well, yeah, but like I hear about that from Mormons all the time, though, too.
Yeah, but like not. I hear it more like about like fundamental Mormons that actually are like out in Utah with 18 wives, not about like elder fucking dick balls walking around Connorsville going. Not elder dick balls walking around random places in Indiana with a little book going, "Don't you love Jesus? Because we do." You know, I'm gonna start going and grabbing Mormons and handing them a fucking rosary and the real Bible that ain't got no books missing, and then I'm gonna be like, "Wagga wagga," and then run away.
And I'll film it.
I'm too fat to run. But like the Mormons, man, I don't know. They're like, you heard about like Mormon soda culture?
No.
Dude, in like Utah and shit, the Mormons drink like big pops, and they put like fucking heavy cream and vanilla flavor syrup and all these different flavor syrups and heavy cream in their soda pops because they can't like drink or do drugs or jack off or have fun.
They can't have wine.
Nah.
Jesus had wine.
Yeah, but Joseph Smith didn't. So I don't know, dude. At least I can like get drunk and jack off. I can get drunk in a fucking Catholic sponsored bar. I'm a member of the Knights. And then I can go home and jack off. And then like, you know, when I feel bad about it, I can tell the guy in the box, you know, and then like I'd rather have to do that than fucking, you know, have to drink a fucking pop full of fucking heavy cream and syrup just to get by.
To be fair, the Catholic Church has a history of problems.
Every church has a history of problems.
Yeah,
My grandma on
point.
my mom's side's Pentecostal, and like most Pentecostal women I know had lost their virginity to their dad. I don't know, man. Like, I think
that like every church has like its history of problems, and
Yeah.
it's like all kinds of like rape happens and bad things happen. My thing with Jehovah's Witnesses is more or less that they believe that Jesus is the Son of God, but not God Himself.
yeah,
So I disagree with them
they're
on that.
anti-Trinitarian.
Yeah,
They believe they can't have windows because Jesus will leave the church. It's pretty bad. You got to trap the guy in his own house. And then, you know, they believe that babies go to hell.
yeah, I don't know about that.
Fucking fuck 'em. They're also weird. They're spooky people. I mean, Michael Jackson and Prince were Jehovah's Witnesses, and that's all I need to say.
Was he a Jehovah's Witness, Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. And then Prince as well. And Prince sucks.
Where do Mormons stand on where do Mormons stand on the divinity of Jesus?
Usually in a line at a soda shop, I think. I'm not entirely sure. They're very like Joseph Smith heavy, you know. So
Yeah, but do they believe Jesus was God or the Son of God?
I don't actually know. Be real with you, 100% on that. I did at one point, but you know, I'm like to the point of like alcohol
Yeah,
wet brain.
I've looked into it. I forget. I don't know.
They're very forgettable people.
Yeah.
They're Mormons like kind of come to your doorstep like wet cardboard. No personality and a mild odor. Mormons, like they all smell like old books and pomade.
I've had a few Jehovah's Witness friends, but I've never really known any Mormons. You know what I mean? Like I've met Mormons, but I've never like.
What was it that one night when those two like redneck dudes randomly showed up here to the studio and knocked on the door and we're all like, here's a pamphlet for our church. Were they like, what were they, Baptist?
I think that was a Baptist church.
I think they're like a Reformed Baptist church.
Something like that.
I don't agree with like once in grace, always in grace. I believe that backsliding is very much a thing you can do.
Yeah, people can do that. I mean,
like Baptists are all like, brother, you were saved 5 years ago. You're good.
But I also think that like if you're saved, like once you find that, like it kind of like you're not gonna want to turn away from it.
Yeah, but I still believe that you like repentance.
What's it? Apostasy? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think.
I still believe that you should like repent for your knowing sins. Baptists are like, oh, you got saved. And it's like, I'm gonna go home, my neighbor's wife, and kill my dad.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's okay, you were saved last week.
Yeah. It's not good to use Jesus as a crutch to just go and do bad things or do whatever you want.
Using Jesus as a crutch, I mean, how tall was Jesus?
I don't know.
That's not in the Bible. Show me Jesus' stats like he's a NBA player.
We could go to like the Shroud of Turin and just measure the silhouette or whatever.
Yeah. I'll go to any religious pilgrimage except to that fucking wall. The Wailing Wall in Israel. The one that all the presidents love to kiss on.
But what were we talking about? Oh, backsliding.
Yeah, backsliding. Which was very scary the first time you did it in elementary school. You ever go down a slide backwards?
I don't think so.
Oh.
When I was in elementary school, we had this fort, and this fort, it had like a really steep slide to it. And my friends and I would just play this game called Kill Thy Neighbor, where we just tried to throw each other down the slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one time this girl got hurt. She like broke her leg on the slide or something, and then I think they closed down the slide for the rest of the year.
Then you couldn't kill your neighbors anymore. What kind of sick fucking school? Me and my friends are playing Kill Thy Neighbor. Next recess, we're crucifying Josh.
Crucifying Joshua.
Yeah. Michael refused to go down the slide, so we're actually going to crucify him at recess. Yeah, fucking Children of the Corn ass fucking upbringing.
That'd be wild. You think at like church elementary schools, like the supervising, whatever they're called, the aides that take kids out to recess, they ever just look over and they see kids reenacting the crucifixion?
Schools in Israel play the fun game, pin the Jesus to the cross.
I don't know. Suddenly this became a Christian podcast.
Yeah. Ave Christus Rex, but
what?
We went from talking about like dating
dinosaurs.
We went from talking about fucking dating to repentance. This really is an aging white guy podcast. All that's left is we talk about psychedelics and then invite Peter Thiel on.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it.
Dennis Prager. We bring him on.
Yeah, dude, please invite Dennis Prager onto the podcast. I would fucking give you every paycheck I make till the day I die to harass Dennis Prager live on air.
Or Lex Friedman.
Can invite Erica Kirk on.
Can you imagine? Like if Lex Friedman actually came on our podcast, we'd just be roasting him the whole time.
Could you imagine if Lex Friedman actually came? He wouldn't have a podcast.
I think it would sound kind of like, ugh.
Dude, could you imagine Lex Friedman's O face? Probably looks like the fucking painting of the Scream.
Probably looks like a painting of Toy Corey from The Painter.
Dude, you know Lex Friedman like couldn't get pussy at a brothel with a money bag.
Who made The Painter? Urban Spook. Shout out Urban Spook.
I really don't like that YouTube name. Like, it feels racially motivated.
Lex Friedman.
We've gone all over the fucking place.
Toy Lex Friedman.
Toy Friedman, dude.
Toy Friedman. That's the plushie that's going to be available very soon.
Oh, God.
Doxbyfilms.etsy.com.
Yeah, dude. Fucking. We're going to be doing a live event.
Use promo code LEX69 for 100% off.
We're going to be doing a live event soon where we just peddle Lex Friedman blow-up dolls. When you let the air out of them, it sounds like fucking Ben Stiller. Dude, this podcast has been... This is like the most cursed episode to date. So, we had a recent scandal.
We did?
Yeah, where Chucky Central tried to claim credit for our intellectual property.
Yeah.
On X.
Yeah, some dumbass
Some
Chucky fan film, or not fan film, but some Chucky fan account, like the horror icon Chucky, the toy, Child's Play. Some fan account on X decided, oh, I'm gonna post clips from Doxby Films' films, and I'm gonna say, oh, look at my new anal log horror film. I made this.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if they
And
were trying to take credit or just make fun of us, but either way, it's like you're a meandering troglodyte. You have no life. You get no bitches. You don't deserve the air you breathe. You should be locked in a fucking Brazilian fucking prison with your hands nailed together behind your back for what you've done, for wronging us. Like, we're like, I'm gonna be entirely real with you.
look, I don't care. It's not my fault that the guy's too stupid to know how to spell. What it comes down to is he posted our intellectual property. You can now watch 3 minutes of 2 of our films on his
What was the other one?
Fever Drive. Because I messaged him about the first one, and then he's like, thinks he's cute. So then he did the same thing for Fever Drive.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
And he also said, thank you for the donation offers that people have messaged me. Like, Mitch,
It's one
you
of
don't
those
make
things
money
that,
off
like,
of our shit,
if you're
and we know
such
that.
if you're such a like drooling fucking pint brain head that you have to like try and steal the intellectual property of us, because like it's not even like I guess we're slowly becoming successful enough to have to deal with this, but if you genuinely have nothing better to do in your life than to run a child's play themed fucking X account and steal analog horror from fucking us, you are like, for all intents and purposes, a slug. You're a garden slug on the lid of a fucking dumpster, and I wish nothing but salt for you. Like, come the fuck on. You've got nothing better to do. You can't go get some pussy. You can't go watch The Sopranos. You
Yeah,
can't
like, I'm glad I've got better things to do than run a Chucky fan account.
like you can't go and get a fucking job and move out of your parents' house. Like, I know every day your mother wakes up with ungodly abortion regret. It's like fucking buyer's remorse for a child. It's like I got this 33-year-old obese piece of shit in my fucking basement stealing shit from Doxby Films because he doesn't even have the talent to have a X account with his own personality attached. He's got to be a fucking doll from a shitty horror movie.
Can I make a controversial statement about a film right now? My opinion.
Yeah.
I really did not mind the Child's Play reboot, where Chucky was like an AI powered toy, and it was Mark Hamill playing the voice.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine, but like I also like don't really care for Child's Play, and I think that just the concept of like, oh, this serial killer's soul went into this doll, is just kind of a goofy concept. I don't know.
I'm creeped out by dolls, like porcelain dolls. Grandma on my dad's side, the spare room was like full of dolls. So I slept with the full-sized boxers on the fucking couch before I'd sleep in that room when I was growing up. And I fucking hate them. I hate dolls. My thing with like all the scary doll movies is they make the dolls not scary by trying to make them scary.
Yeah,
Like Chucky and Annabelle, like they look like they're
Annabelle
trying
looks
to be-
stupid. It's like, why would anybody have that in their house?
Right. The only person that would have it is like a goth girl that gives mad top and does like robo tripping.
Yeah.
Like those are the only types of people that would own that. The types of girls that like, are fun for a night, but then they like send you a vial of their blood in the mail.
Yeah, not people who are like, oh, look at this. This is so. I don't even know why they bought Annabelle
This
in the movie.
was
I guess I
great.
should.
This
don't
was
know.
great grandma Rosie's doll. You sat in the attic and we inherited it because she exploded. So we're gonna keep it. Like, nah, dude.
I have a Slappy.
I know you do.
Mm-hmm. And I've had Slappy since I was like 4. He used to have to stay in the closet because he scared the hell out of me. Actually, like, yeah, I still don't I think he's at my parents' house. But I do have the haunted mask here.
I used to have a book. My mom got me some books when I was a little kid because, uh, she figured she could read them to me because I didn't sleep good as a kid. Still don't. Been an insomniac my whole life. And my mom got this book called I Will Always Love You, I think. And the book is about like a mom raising her son, and as the pages progress, the son gets older, and then the last frame is the son. The last frame, the last page is the son holding like his dying elderly ma. And my mom read that to me one time, and it haunted me. Like I had to like tell my mom I loved her before I went to bed because I'm like, in 4 pages, my mom's gonna fucking die. And my mom had that book in the house, and I swear to you, like just knowing it was on top of the fridge used to give me panic attacks. That book's fucking cursed. I found out like the guy who wrote it about his like stillborn, I think was what it was, which is like sad and all, and I feel for him. I don't actually think the book is cursed, but it was certainly cursed to me. I hated having that thing in the house. Like, Mom, please throw it away. Please fucking get rid of that book. And like it made me incredibly
That's how I used to
existential.
feel about my sister. It was like I hated having that thing in the house. Mom, please throw that thing away.
Dude, that's like the most like Diary of a Wimpy Kid coded like fucking boys rule ass fucking 2002 statement I've ever heard. All early. That's like, did you ever go to school with like one of those fat kids that wore a shirt that was like, "Will sell my sister a full winnable video games"?
I used to have a few Flying Monkey t-shirts. You remember those? They
Yeah,
used to sell them at like Kmart and shit.
yeah, dude. I like a straight up like Latino streetwear guy from the 2000s. When I was a kid, I like mainly wore shit from the Big Dog outlet.
I had a few big dog shirts.
I
Big
wish
Dog.
I had all my Big Dog shirts still, dude. Those things have to be worth something. But like
I had Big Dog shorts too, and I hated them.
I was definitely from like a white trash Big Dog family. Probably because we're all like big and fucking fat. And shit. But like my grandpa, my stepdad, my uncle, me, all rocking a Big Dog. I think even my mom wore Big Dog every now and again. That shit was fucking cash money. I want to go back to that. Is there like a way I can go and find a bunch of hey listeners, find me like an eBay listing for 3X Big Dog shirts so I can make it part of my brand that I wear Big Dog as a 27-year-old fucking internet creator.
I'll tell you what I was looking at recently on eBay. Something that from my childhood. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say like Tap Out and like Affliction and all those 2000s brands are coming back. Bring back Big Dog.
Yeah, I had an Affliction shirt.
You look like you're wearing one now.
This is Black Sabbath.
I know, but it looks like an Affliction shirt.
But
I had some Tap Out shirts.
Well, what the fuck was I gonna say?
You were talking about you were gonna buy those things
from
your childhood.
eBay, yeah. Okay, so when I was a kid, and I can't believe I got rid of these. But granted, like when I was a kid, I opened all my toys anyway, and now it's like I'd rather, if I have action figures, I'd rather them be in the box, collectible. But I used to have 3 action figures called Silent Screamers, and I had one that was Nosferatu, one that was Frankenstein from 1910, the Edison film, the silent film, and one that was Jekyll and Hyde from like 1920, I think. It's also silent, but yeah, they're all silent screamers. And I was like, wow, I'd really like to have those again.
The fact that when you were a kid, you had figures of fucking like golden age Hollywood monsters is kind of fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I had a creature from the Black Lagoon that like moved its arms. I had Edward Scissorhands that also moved his arms.
Did
those things, except for the creature from the Black Lagoon, I don't know where that came from, but those things came from the comic book shop that used to be in town.
Did your parents know you're going to be a filmmaker? They're all like, buy him Hollywood monster movie toy. And,
No, I mean, I saw him and was like, Mommy, I want that.
yeah. Your mom was all like, he's either going to be a filmmaker or a shooter.
I mean, my aunt was the one who bought me a DVD that had Nosferatu on it. And it's because I wanted to watch Nosferatu because I liked vampires.
When I was a kid, I just wanted like toy guns. I was like, hell yeah. I had so many toy guns growing up. And then like, knock off G.I. Joes from the big lots. Had a lot of those. My first like thing I ever like filmed with a camera. It was a phone camera. I was probably 9 or 10. I recorded a Lego like stop motion thing poorly, and I put it on YouTube, and I hope to God I never like find it. But this was almost 20 years ago. So again, I remember when Kmart closed, my mom let me use an old laptop that had like Windows Movie Maker, and I would do like shit with that. It was like really fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm.
But then I found a PC copy for like $2 at the Kmart closing of this thing called The Movies. It was a PC game where you like create your own movie studio. And it's like The Sims or like Roller Coaster Tycoon for a movie studio. And you could make movies like with like a template, and then you could like create your actor and then like drag and drop.
Mm-hmm.
And then that movie would like air from your studio. And I would just play in sandbox mode and make these fucking movies. But I never once in a million years, despite that, did I ever think like I'm gonna grow up and make a movie. Now I've grown up and I still haven't made a movie.
You made 2.
I was involved in the making of 2.
I'm talking about.
Oh, no, those don't count. The fucking GTA crime videos that I made do not count. They just don't.
And now we react to Midwest crime videos.
Yeah. I think...
Or Key West, Florida crime videos.
Yeah, dude. Key West, Florida. I hate Florida. I wish it would just like kind of crack off and float away. I went to Florida. The only time I ever went on a vacation with my mom, my stepdad, and my sisters, because who they were going to take, they didn't want to take anymore, so they took me. And I don't know if I've ever told my mom this. I replaced. I always have Dramamine for long car rides, and I replaced my Dramamine with psilocybin capsules. And because one of the things I always wanted was to like go on a road trip and trip. And everything in Florida is a big fucking advertisement for something else. And it's like this gross mixture of wealth and poverty colliding in front of your face. It's like overwhelmingly disgusting. I don't regret tripping balls at SeaWorld. I don't think I could ever regret tripping balls at SeaWorld or Busch Gardens. Went to Busch Gardens and got lost while tripping balls. And then, ended up in the Sesame Street area and was terrified by Big Bird. It was a weird experience.
What was it you said to him? You were like, "What's your gain?"
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
And then when I was leaving, an animatronic Oscar the Grouch popped out of a dumpster and almost made me throw up.
Man, that would have scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
Like that, yeah.
It already felt like I was walking through like repressed childhood memories because it's like you're in Sesame Street, but it's 115 degrees because you're, the fucking August heat.
Well,
And
plus you're
fucking
tripping balls
in the August heat in Florida. But, we were down there and like I ended up like having this moment where I was really fucking tripping. I shaved my beard down to a Hulk Hogan mustache. And, I've got like green slicked back hair and this Hulk Hogan mustache tripping balls in an Airbnb. And talking to this girl in Batesville that I was trying to get with and fucking trying to get her to like guide me through this heinous fucking panic attack I was on the verge of having. And there were lizards everywhere. That was another big thing. There were like lizards all over the Airbnb.
like inside.
They would come inside. They were like tiny lizards. They were fucking everywhere. But we had
I've
like
had lizards in here before.
We had like a covered pool, like it had like chain link above and around it. And I remember like sitting in the pool for like 8 straight hours on one of the days that we weren't doing anything, just like tripping in nothing but swim trunks, 2 gold chains, and
2 chains.
2 chains, tripping in Kissimmee, Florida. And I had just gone through like one separation, but I felt like that was the reset that I needed because then I came back and like did some mushrooms, and then that's when I met. It was right after I got back from Florida. It was fucking wild, dude. I was listening to like a shitload of Father John Misty. Tripping nuts. I remember having like a really like mind clearing cry from like listening to Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridgers while tripping nuts in an Airbnb. Florida. Like so much of Florida is like Fishers in the sense that all the houses feel like copy pasted.
But yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
that's like the least of the gross things about Florida. Like I know what you mean where you say Florida, everything in Florida is an advertisement.
But like going through like the resort community thing where the cheap Airbnbs where everything looked exactly the same. It was like being in one of those like shitty trauma core pictures of a neighborhood, like a suburb where all the houses are the same.
Man, what if we lived in Miami?
We'd both be dead by now.
I was thinking about that because I was thinking about like, man, like, what if we moved to Miami?
Dude, as long as you don't move to fucking Atlanta. I hate Georgia. We had to drive through Georgia, and like it was nothing but traffic. I hate Atlanta.
Yeah. But yeah, really the main reason why I was thinking what if we lived in Miami was because I was thinking it'd be cool to live in a boat like that guy from Miami Vice.
Oh yeah. I'd like to live on like a houseboat in Hong Kong.
But it would suck though, because like you could never really get your land legs. You know, every time you were on land, you'd just be all wobbly. Wobbly.
But you don't have legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Well, anything else before we wrap it up for this episode?
Florida.
Florida.
We will never be based in Miami.
No.
We will never be based in Key West.
No.
We'll never be based in Kissimmee or Orlando.
No.
We will, in fact, be based in Cleveland, Ohio.
No. That's it for this episode. That's it for this episode, guys.
That's it for this ipecac.
Be sure to visit our website, www.doxbyfilms.com.
Doxby.
You can see everything Doxby Films related there and, keep up on what we're doing. be sure to sign up for our mailing list. Actually, we haven't had that many people do that yet, but you can do that on our website as well. We have our merch available at doxbyfilms.etsy.com. Go there and check out what we have there. Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. Memberships available there for exclusive benefits. Pretty cool stuff there. The main thing that you guys might be interested in that I want to announce for this episode of the podcast is if you want to send us a message and have it read out loud on the podcast, you can send us a tip with your message at buymeacoffee.com/DoxbyFilms or on Cash App at DoxbyFilms1. Those links will be in the description of this podcast. Anything, Vigo?
Thanks for listening. Feel free to come on back. We love to have you here on the Doxbywood podcast. And next time, we promise it'll be just as good as the last here on the Doxbywood podcast.
Hallelujah. A very special thank you to our Tier 3 Patreon supporters, Cody Hilsky, Brayton Walker, Allyson Revalee, and Prince Paradox. And just a friendly reminder to everybody that we do have a Patreon, so if you'd like to support us that way, that's a good way to do it. Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. Again, that is Patreon.com/DoxbyFilms. Go there now, get exclusive benefits, and support our work. Thank you.